welcome to a new episode of An Ordinary Review with PJ. Today, we're going to talk about horror movies. Now, do you know that horror is one of the most profitable genre in filmmaking? In fact, at their very reasonable budget, these movies world over make tons of money. Why is that? Well, essentially, horror gives thrill. There is this element of fear and chill that generates thrill as you watch it. And that's why it's one of the favorite genres of everybody, mostly young people. When I was young, I remember we used to have this horror movie film fests where all the cousins in the home will get together and watch horror movies through the night. And we'll used to have lots of fun. Laughter and that fear and all hugging each other during scary scenes, but then laughing it off used to be so much fun. Well, that's why horror movies have a thrill of its own. And if you club comedy with it, then it becomes all the more entertaining. So today's movie is a horror comedy. It's a sequel to a movie that was a surprise hit. The movie was Stree, and when it came out, it became a mega hit. And this is a sequel to it called Stree 2, Sarkate Ka Aatank. Now, before I get into the review of Stree 2, my recommendation to you would be that if you have not seen Stree, then do go and check it out on Disney Hotstar. It's a fun ride. It's a movie that you will thoroughly enjoy, not only with the scary scenes that it has, but the comedy element of this movie is absolutely fantastic. So go and check it out, and here's my review of movie Stree 2. Stree 2 is the direct sequel to the very successful 2018 movie Stree. Stree was created by Raj and DK through their screenplay and directed by Amar Kaushik, who returns to direct the sequel Stree 2. Now in this movie, the movie takes off from where it left off in Stree 1. And if you remember, in that movie, the town of Chanderi was haunted by the ghost of Stree, which eventually is freed up through the efforts of Rajkumar Rao and supported by his gang of boys led by Pankaj Tripathi, Aparjit, Khurana and Abhishek Banerjee. And finally the town is having a peaceful time because the ghost of Stree is no more. But they do worship the ghost because they feel that she is protecting the village. Now as her impact has gone over from the village, a new terror is now going to come and haunt the village. And that terror is led by a ghost called Sarkate. Now this is a ghost which is nothing but a headless body who carries his head in his hand. You will be reminded when you see Sarkate of the famous English movie Sleepy Hollow. If you have not seen Sleepy Hollow, check out. It's a fantastic movie starring Johnny Depp and directed by Tim Burton. Well, coming back to Stree 2, so this new terror called Sarkate is kidnapping girls, progressive girls from the village. So there is also a social message that how the patriarchal society of villages doesn't want girls to progress. And this ghost actually abducts this progressive girls who are modern, who have modern thinking, and takes them to his den where he wants to sacrifice them. Well, that's the essence of the story of Stree 2. Now, how does the four bumpkins of the village, which is Rajkumar Rao, Pankaj Tripathi, Abhishek Banerjee and Aparjit Khurana, and with support of Sharaddha Kapoor, who basically embodied the spirit of Stree in the first movie, how all these five will come together to solve this problem, to rid the village of the Aatank, the terror that is caused by this ghost of Sarkate. Well, that's the essence of the story. Now the story has its moments of scare and fear. There are horror scenes which will make you jump out of your seat, but they are far and few. What is most interesting is the comedy. The timing of the comedy of all the four characters is absolutely beautiful. I mean, you will laugh through the movie most of the times. If you're not laughing, you're at least giggling and chuckling with all the dialogues and the scenes that are there in the movie. It's absolutely fabulous. Maddock Films is also trying to create a horror universe. If you remember, they came out with Stree, followed it up with Bhediya, then Munjya, and now Stree 2. So there are these elements that you will see. You will be surprised as to how they are actually intermixing their universe. I don't want to let out surprises because you will not enjoy the movie, but then there are elements from their other movies that are combining into this story. And then there are surprise cameos. Again, don't want to spoil your fun, but as you go and watch this movie, you will enjoy those cameos as well, which is also leaving interesting feeds for the upcoming sequels into this movie. So overall, Stree 2 is an absolute blast, and it is a worthy sequel to Stree 1. The movie has fantastic performances by all the lead actors, led by Rajkumar Rao. He is absolutely funny and his comic timing is amazing, well supported by Pankaj Tripathi and Aparjit Khurana. But the star of the show to me was Abhishek Banerjee. The guy has so much talent, and his simplistic looks, but the way he brings that comedy element out will literally make you laugh whenever he's on the screen, and his performance is absolutely fabulous. Sharaddha Kapoor is glamorous and enjoyable in her performance. There is a cameo by Bhediya, which also has a lovely dance number that you will enjoy. Overall, it's a fun ride which I would recommend. You should go and check it out. Preference would be watch Stree 1 and then go and check out Stree 2. But if you can't, you can still go and watch Stree 2. You will still enjoy it. There's not so much that you need to know about Stree 1. This is a movie on standalone also is good fun. So do go check out Stree 2 in a theatre near you. So that's it, folks. That's for the episode for today. Thank you for watching and sharing your recommendations. I look forward to bring more interesting reviews for all of you in the future. If you do not get time to watch my review on YouTube, you can always check it out as a podcast on Apple Podcast or Spotify. I look forward to bringing more new episodes for you. Till then, do take good care of yourselves, enjoy horror comedy movies, and we'll see you again in the next episode. Thank you and bye-bye.